Hello, welcome back. It is August 5th, Thursday. We're going to talk about the stock market, talk about SPY, GME, do some technical analysis, go over some options I've done. Different plays. Let's see, we got McAfee, American Airlines. Got a few in there. Make sure to sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We've got this website thing that you guys can do stuff on. And this thing. Anyways, today overall market's pretty flat, somewhat of a consolidation. We still haven't really broken. Well, we kind of are just messing around with this resistance setup over here right now. We're actually, let's see, we've got 15 minutes left. It's kind of come above it a little bit, but not. There it goes. So we are in power hour. This last 20 minutes. Now I'm curious to see if it breaks this one up here. So I'll draw horizontal, snap to that top. And this was kind of what I was thinking for why we've hit a top, was just this just kind of this ceiling. It looks like it's building on it. Sometimes that's consolidation before another run, sometimes that's consolidation before a drop. So after consolidation, it usually picks a trend one way or the other. And this thing being so overbought, I was assuming it would come back down. So we'll see. This could be consolidation before we keep ripping up to new all-time highs. Certainly could be. We do have a MACD divergence here, as well as RSI divergence. So that makes me think it will reverse and trend downwards, but it might need to have one more all-time high first. Not sure. Big thing to look for is probably breaking that resistance there, and then breaking this final one, which would be all-time highs, and then probably rally. We'll go over the plays I have on that are currently not working for me. GME, nice bounce today. I mean, it can't just sell off all the time. Sometimes it's got to have green days. So this was a pretty awful, it's like almost 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down days. Each day was down like 5%, I think. That was pretty awful last week and a half. Finally, we're getting a little bounce off the bottom here. We're kind of seeing this coming with the RSI divergence right here on the hourly. We've got 3 of them. It seems after 3, it's a pretty sure thing. Sometimes it only takes 2, but by 3, it seems to be more confirmed. So we're just watching the SPY here. Yeah. Basically this just confirms this floor. It is a little bit lower than we were before. Support and resistances aren't perfect. It did come down a little lower than where we were here once we broke through that. But now we have this 180 moving average in play, and it's possible we still come down and bounce off of that. Because we're still bearish. We're still under the 9 moving average. Our MACD is still bearish. I was kind of saying I expect us to kind of pull back up at least to the moving average a bit, and then we'll see when it comes back down and finds kind of a bottom range. If it holds a support again, then we'll know, okay, we're in this range. I was kind of hoping for Friday to be the beginning of the bull run. Doesn't mean it's going to be a big day, but a day like this. But if you look at this day, so we opened here, we closed down here. This one opened down here, so opened down and then closed up. But it came up here and closed up here. So if tomorrow is green, this isn't necessarily true, but it could be. And maybe this is today for us, and tomorrow's going to be like this. So it could be that way. Tomorrow will be real flat and consolidate, and that will be good. I will be more bullish if tomorrow is like this, where it opens and closes kind of in a tight range, as far as it holding support. And what that's also going to do is probably flip the MACD on the daily to bullish. It didn't do it back here, but let's see, right here it flipped bullish, but it takes a couple, it takes some momentum changing to flip this thing around. So that's kind of what we need before I'm going to be buying calls, naked calls, and that sort of thing. I'll probably get a month of time on them, just because this run took about 3 weeks, And if we do have a squeeze up to 350, I expect it to take that long. If it is the start of actual legitimate covering and the actual short squeeze, I'm not sure a month will be enough time. I'm thinking it could be quite a bit longer. However, it'll have big ups and then big downs too, so you'll be able to rebuy. The premium will be insanely high, so maybe not just naked calls at that point, but hopefully with naked calls, a run like this, you'll have enough capital to buy more shares or do whatever you're gonna do. On the 4 hour, actually, we have here nice little double bottom. Sorry, nice little double bottom on the candlesticks. And do we have a little divergence here? Yeah. No, it's not a divergence on the 4 hour. But this was crossed over earlier today, but it looks like it's not crossed over yet. On the MACD, on the hourly, we're looking good. It's bullish, and we actually broke this resistance, which was good today. Didn't break this one yet. Tomorrow, again, if we have just kind of a flat day, but we hold on to the gains we made today, that will be very good. So we made 4% today. If tomorrow we lose 2% or 1%, that will be good, because that will be changing the momentum of this downward momentum that we really have still pretty heavy on. So yep, I've got plays to go over. Options, it's crazy not seeing down 6k today on the trading account. It's been basically that for the last solid week, and then last 3 months really. Here we go. So I did the put credit spread yesterday on GME, just seeing that triple bottom on the hourly RSI divergence that I pointed out. Picked this up. Not too crazy of a position. The margin requirements are pretty crazy, so I'm trying to be careful with these. We have to do a lot of stuff just naked, because it doesn't, I guess not naked, but not a spread. But this will be good if GME closes above 150 by tomorrow. We'll see. I might close this out early. It's not a sure thing really. Maybe I should close it out now. Let's see. So that was yesterday. I opened that up, and that's doing pretty well. This Zillow put is up a bit. It's just a big spread actually. I bought Nautilus shares today. So there was news on this that Amazon owns this. They only own, I think, 3 companies. And there's Amazon. And this is one of them. And that news kind of hit, and this thing went up 50%. I picked up shares. I was planning on doing cover calls, and I decided to wait. My cost is here like 9 or like 10. So I'll hold this, see what happens with it. But yeah, Amazon actually picked up shares about 10.30, 10.40, their price I saw. So not sure why, but yeah, I'll hold it for that. And SPX, I did some call credit spreads on SPX. Again, SPY is running, and seems like we'll see. We're getting up to that spot. We got 10 minutes left. It's looking strong though. It's looking almost like it wants to keep going again. I mean, on the hourly, this MACD is bullish. Got green over the 9. Everything's bullish. The only thing that's really bearish on it is just that we have this resistance that hasn't broken. And then on the daily, it was real close on the MACD, but it is bearish. So real tight consolidation right now. So we'll see on these plays, but I've got a couple different dates on them. I accidentally got some for 15 days from now, 4425, and then I've got 4410, 4420 call credit spreads. This is for next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday. And then this one is for tomorrow. I opened up 4425, 4430. But I'm gonna keep rolling these probably. I don't know. At some point I think it has to come down. I think so. And then we got the not shares. McAfee calls. So McAfee's announcing, or they announced a special. Oh, there it goes. All right, calls on SPY. I don't know. If it breaks this, that'd probably be a good play to get some upward exposure on S&P. McAfee announced special dividend. Not sure exactly why, and looks like they recently IPO'd, which I didn't realize. But Rocket did a special dividend a couple months ago, and that's when it got squeezed because shorts basically have to pay for the dividend, and it caused a massive squeeze. Not massive, but it caused a squeeze, and that's this one right here. And I think they kind of knew that, and that's part of the reason. I was hoping McAfee had the same short interest. It doesn't. The short interest on it is low from the data I can see, which, you know, is very limited. But and since it's only been around for not too long, I can't imagine a huge short interest on it. But we'll see. I don't know why they did the special dividend. I don't know much behind that, but it is a $4.50 dividend on a now $29 stock, which is really high dividend. So typically during dividend ex-dividend date, you have to hold the shares before the ex-dividend date, and in this case it is 8/16, which is Monday after next. So typically a stock will run up before the ex-dividend date because people want to buy their shares. After that date happens, they get locked in to get that dividend, and then it sells off. So there's people that do just like dividend type arbitrage with options and doing different things with owning shares and selling premium, and I don't know, I haven't messed with it specifically, but the fact that they're doing a special dividend and it's such a high one, I decided to mess with it, and the options were cheap still. Not a whole lot of premium. I mean, these are, yeah, I'm really surprised. These are under, you know, these are under 50% for this 35 expiring in August. So I'm a little sketched out about it because their earnings are on the 10th, which is next Tuesday. So I'm wondering if their earnings are going to dump or be really bad and cause it to dump, and then they're trying to offset that by a crazy high dividend. I'm not sure. I'm kind of confused by that. But here are those calls. They're up a bit. Yeah, I guess they're up 42%. That's pretty good. Got them kind of on a low today. Only got 3 of them. See what happens with those. I maybe should leg into those before earnings if it keeps running, just to get my initial cost back. And then actually CFLT has earnings today, so we'll see what happens there. I've been selling a lot of puts on the long-term account, which is not very good if I think the market's about to crash, but it just continues to not. So here we go. I've got shares on Astra. This is the only publicly traded rocket company. I guess Space now is too. They launched a rocket. Before Space, Virgin Galactic, this was it. So now Space is too, so that's cool. Astra has big plans to launch. They've got a lot of the people on the team I think are from SpaceX, and they've got quite a good team. They were a SPAC, so that's why you have this kind of weird price action. They plan to be launching like a rocket, disposable rockets, like once a week by 2023, I think, and slowly just ramping into that. So like once a month, and then just more and more often. And the big bump today was on their news of launching in August. They're planning to launch their first rocket since they've been publicly traded in August. They've launched other rockets before, but not since they had the SPAC merger. So I own shares of that. I think kind of cool for a long-term growth speculative play. So I sold a put on that as well. We'll see how that one goes. I don't have calls in this yet, but I think I do want some after they hopefully cool down some after today's rally. So I think with the future and rocket companies, there's going to be a lot of trading opportunities with rockets doing what they're supposed to do and rockets blowing up, and the way you can make money with those. Kind of like early days of Tesla when people were just watching it so closely, and then there'd be a Tesla fire or autopilot would kill someone, and it was like you could really trade a lot on the Tesla volatility. Now that kind of news, you know, people are more callous to it, so that news doesn't really change the stock. But with the rocket company, it'll be new because this is the first. So yeah, that's kind of exciting, and I think it'll be fun to have in the long term. Yeah. Anyways, GME for me looks good. Looks like it's setting up a little floor. It could be this kind of little system right here that we had back here, where we're kind of come up to this range, maybe 173, and then might continue the trend down. Really want to see this MACD cross back over bullish, like it did back here, but then has to confirm, it has to keep, you know, hold on. And if the countdown that I'm hoping for is true, this will mean tomorrow will be the last day for calls before they continue to go up in value. And that depends on, of course, premium and how much you pay to buy in the premium and other factors. But if we have a run like this, I didn't look specifically at the option chain, but if you got the calls at a relatively good price, options on this day for an expiration around here, you should have actually been green, I think, the whole time. Maybe these 2 days in here you lost some premium, but these 3 days should have made up for it. Because this is 511, that will be tomorrow for us after so many days of the failed delivered cover and then the drop and the drop. So that'll be tomorrow. A real rally, at least that happened before, was another week or so after that. I mean, you had some good days there, but they really just came up and tested here. So that would mean next week we would come up and test this 190 range, and then maybe the week after will be the start of a run up to 350 and beyond. Thanks for watching, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy 26th round. See you tomorrow. Peace out.